Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another episode of Reverend Hagen's horrific cinematic dissection. As always, I'm your host, Reverend Hagen, and as always, I'd like to welcome our listeners at SCRMradio.com. That's SCRMradio.com for all your horror and paranormal needs. Today we're going to be looking at 2017's The Ritual, directed by David Bruckner, written by Joe Barton, Adam Novell, and starring Race Spall, Asher Ali, and Robert James Collier. Now, if you look at any description of this movie, whether it's IMDb, any description, even on Netflix, it basically says, 4 friends go into the woods and something crazy happens, or 4 friends descend into the woods, only to encounter a supernatural force. It's a one-sentence description. It drives me crazy, because this movie is much more than that. This movie starts off with 5 friends who get together once a year and go on an adventure. Before they do that, they get together at a bar and kind of discuss where they're going to go, kind of vote on it, and then they do the adventure. Well, while they're in this bar doing this deal, 2 of the friends go to a convenience store. One gets brutally killed, and the other does nothing about it during a convenience store holdup. A year later, they decide to go on this hike, anyway in the Netherlands. Instead of going to Vegas or someplace else, they decide to go on the hike. It is beautifully filmed. Each character in the movie has its own arc, even if they're not in it for very long, and I'm not going to tell you who is and who isn't. They do encounter a supernatural force, for sure. This movie has so much Nordic tradition in it, Nordic characters. It is so much more than a one-sentence description. Hence the title, The Ritual. If it were just a film about 4 guys hiking in the woods encountering a supernatural being, where's the ritual? Indeed, where is the ritual? It's a fantastic movie. Again, I only review movies that I love or that I hate. This one, again, I loved it. If you're in quarantine right now, and I know that's not the correct term, nobody lose their mind about it, all right? If you're in self-imposed quarantine, and you're looking for a flick to watch, it's on Netflix. I highly recommend it. I give this movie 2 desiccated, decomposing thumbs way up. Again, up where you say. Ew, giving your undercarriage a bit of a how's your father, huh? No. But it's a great movie. So, that's it for this edition of Reverend Hagen's horrific cinematic dissection. Thanks for watching, if you're watching on YouTube. I'd like to thank our listeners at SCRMradio.com. That's SCRMradio.com for all your horror and paranormal needs. This is Reverend Hagen wishing you a truly terrifyingly terrific day. And as always, you keep those heads up.